Hi guys, this is a really important video for you today. If you're at all worried about the health of your young person that you're living and working with, or about your own health, then this is one for you. I've got some advice and some guidance and places to go. Hello, my name is Sarah Jane Critchley. I'm the author of A Different Joy, the Parent's Guide to Living Better with Autism, Dyslexia, ADHD and more. So, without further ado, let's talk a little bit about health screening and why it's really, really important. One of the things that struck me very visibly when I was at a session, and thank you to all the lovely people who came to my sessions this week, was that one of the people there was struggling massively with a health issue. And one of the things that we can do to help protect ourselves most is to make sure that we check ourselves regularly, we go to the screenings that we're given. So let me just give you some guidance about how best to do that. How to stay healthy. Right, well, the first thing is really important. It's around knowing what your body feels like normally. Now, for some people that can be really, really difficult because we know that lots of autistic people particularly have problems with the eighth sense, which is called interoception, which is how your body feels inside and getting messages from your body. But that notwithstanding, we need to know what our body does and how it feels on a regular, normal basis, so that we know when something is different. And when something is different, we can then go and get help. And the earlier you get help, the better your outcomes are all the time. So, number two, the second thing is, if anything changes for more than 3 weeks, see a doctor. So everyone has times where you'll suddenly have a bit of a cough and you don't feel very well, or maybe you've got a cold, or maybe you've got a flu. That can happen, yes, but if it hangs around for more than 3 weeks, if you go into the toilet feels very different for more than 3 weeks, if you find that there's a change in your stools, in your poo when you look at it, if there's blood in your urine, anything like that, anything that changes, you should go and see a doctor. So you have to know what normal is first. Anything that changes, see a doctor. The third thing, I'm sorry, this is going to get a bit obvious, don't smoke. Smoking increases your chances of cancer massively, so don't smoke. Don't drink more than is recommended. That has a massive impact as well on your chances of developing a whole range of health issues. Keep a healthy weight. That's a really difficult one. I know it's hard, but it's really important to do if we can. If you have what's known as a BMI, body mass index, in the normal range, you're much likelier to be healthy, and that's what we want for everybody. Exercise regularly. Yes. Now, exercise is wonderful. It's wonderful for two reasons. One is it keeps you healthier. You're less likely to have a whole range of different issues if you're exercising. Assuming we're excluding injuries there, okay? But the other thing is it's really good for your mental health and your well-being. So if at all possible, exercise, get outside and do that in the fresh air. The next thing is to eat a good diet and make sure you get your 5 a day of fresh fruit and veg. Now, if you find you have someone who has a very restricted diet, then offering them different things to try is always a good thing. And I really do know that's not easy. Absolutely know that's not easy. But if there are 2 or 3 things that they will eat, then as long as they're eating those, that's great. 2 or 3 is better than none. 5 is better than 2 or 3, okay? The next thing is around eating a good diet and making sure you get your 5 a day. I think I've just said that, haven't I? Sorry. And then moving on, taking care of your mind every bit as much as you take care of your body. Your mind is really, really important, and it affects how you feel and how your body works. Right, lung cancer is the most common cancer in the UK. There's a wonderful video on the Cancer Research UK site. I'll put the link in the description below so you can see it. It's very straightforward and it explains the things that you should look out for. And they are persistent coughs, tiredness, hoarseness, and a number of other things, but I'll give you the reference down below. The next thing is there's a really lovely site here called From Orchid, which is a site that fights male cancer, and it's to help your young person check their testicles regularly. So that's assuming they're male, obviously. If they've got testicles, they need to check them, they need to know if they're different, and if something changes, they need to go and see a doctor. Very, very highly treatable testicular cancer. If found early, 98% of people recover completely. Really important to catch these things early. It affects survivability rates. And again, for women and for men as well, men can have breast cancer too, don't forget. Checking your breasts is very important. There's a really lovely video here which is very straightforward. Touch, look and check, and that one is from Breast Cancer Now. It's what's being recommended by the NHS, so as their best form of information. That's all I've got for you today. I just wanted to be really quick. Please go and check those videos. They're well worth seeing. If we don't help our young people and prompt them to do those regular self-checks, we won't know if something goes wrong. That affects survivability rates, and it affects the fact that lots of our autistic friends and colleagues and family are dying years before they need to. We have to help to stop that from happening. Okay, I hope that's been helpful to you. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.